Welcome back to Magic Tarot Cards. It's Jasmine with a 7-card spread. This is going to be the final thoughts and feelings of little Richie. I know that everyone knows by now that he has passed away, and I want to tap into his energy and see if he can tell me, just any message that he might have for us. Also, I want to start by saying this video is not made for kids. This channel is my brand. You do not have permission to copy any of it. Also, this video is for entertainment purposes only. And I do claim the freedom of speech rights for this video. Also, y'all, I am not a doctor, nor am I a therapist, but I am a psychic tarot card reader. And yeah, so here we go. We have the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so this is investment and profits. So I'm seeing that this represents little Richie when he was young, a young boy, and he was working hard for his profit. Yeah, I'm seeing that this card suggests he put in a lot of time and labor to get to where he was, to the status he was. He worked hard, and he never gave up. He had a lot of faith in himself, and he did a lot of jobs before he became a singer. He had a lot of odd jobs and stuff like that, but he always had in his mind that he wanted to be, a famous singer. So he just kept working at it and working at it, like this man here is doing a lot of hard labor. You can tell he's a little tired because he's leaning on his pole, but he's got his coins stacked up here, showing that he's put in a lot of work and he's reaping what he sows. Okay. Yeah, the 7 of cards indicates like hard work, good profit, and it also predicts wealth. Like if you get this card, it'll predict wealth. Like you're going to be wealthy with your investments or your accomplishments. You're going to become wealthy. So this was a sign here showing that he was going to be wealthy in the future, as long as he kept putting in the work. Okay, so he still was working on his finishing touches here. Now, next, we have the star. So as he got older, he became real famous, just like the star here. He was a star, and he found balance in his life. This is what this card literally representing is balance. You see how that woman has one foot in the water and one on land? That's someone that's trying to find balance. And he found balance in his stardom. And look at all the stars. And this card is literally the card of hope and faith. And he had a lot of hope in his life. He had a lot of faith that he would get there, and he did. He got there. He was an electrifying singer. I'm going to use the word electrifying because his music was so electrifying, right? So yeah, the star card brings dreams that come in, dreams that you dream about, to fruition. He had a lot of spiritual energy too, and there was a lot of truth about him, is what I'm hearing. He wants you to know that there was a lot of truth about him, okay? And he always had hope. He never walked around not hopeful, okay? The star also is a positive affirmation that he was going to be a star, okay? He was going to be a star, and he became a star. This is what this card is literally representing. The star also can indicate great love given and received, and he did have a lot of love. He had a lot of love from his fans, from his family. Everyone that knew him loved him. I loved him. I loved his music. Okay, and I also see that he had a lot of worldly goods. I'm hearing worldly goods. And he had an abundance in life. He wants everyone to know that his life was good. He had an abundance in life because he worked hard for it. He wants everyone to know that he did work very, very hard for, what he managed to accomplish in his lifetime. So here we have the 4 of Wands. So this is his life here. This card literally represents the American dream. So as he went on, he ended up buying a beautiful home. He had celebrations, and he had a lot of love in his life. So he pretty much accomplished the American dream, and he was living that. And he lived that most of his life. Once he became famous, he lived the American dream most of his life. He didn't suffer a whole lot till the very end, until he got sick. And he wants people to know that. He wants people to know that, yeah, he had his ups and downs. I'm hearing ups and downs, but For the most part, he's saying that his life was good. He did not have a bad life. He had some troubles and tribulations. He wants people to know that his life was not perfect, but he is saying that he pretty much lived the American dream. He loved music, and he wanted to, just put that out there and show the whole world his talents. This card represents celebrating the good life, and that's what he did. He celebrated the good life. It shows that after working hard, that you have family gatherings. He had a lot of family gatherings, peace and harmony. I hear fulfillment. He had all of that. His home life was content. I'm hearing his home life was content. And I'm hearing that he celebrated a lot. He celebrated a lot of things. He wants us to know that he was always joyous. I'm hearing the word joyous. And that he celebrated many, many things. His family, friends. And he had a bountiful harvest. I'm hearing all these words, and they're putting it in my head. He had a bountiful harvest of life. Okay, so, yeah, he lived a great life. He wasn't, and he wasn't a bad person either. So here we have, as time went on, he's showing me as time went on now, that he became tired and weary, and then he ended up getting bone cancer. That's what he died of. Okay, so this is the Four of Swords, and this is when someone's tired and they can't fight anymore, they can't go on anymore, so they have to stop, take a break, time out. So this is how he became. Once he got the cancer, he became like this Four of Swords knight here. He had to lay down and take a break, so he was literally, trying to recuperate and get better from the bone cancer, but it got him in the end, So, and then you see some people here praying for him. So I do feel like a lot of people were praying for him. His family and friends would come to the hospital where he was at, and they would pray for him. He was 87 years old when he died, so he lived a long life. He lived a prosperous life. But he does want people to know that towards the end, he did suffer with the bone cancer. So he had to retreat. This card represents someone that needs to retreat, take a break, a time out, renew his energies, both physically and mentally, because this was, getting to him physically and mentally. Okay, he needed to rest. He taken time to rest, time to think about what's going to be next, because he wasn't sure if he was going to beat this or not. He tried to beat it. I'm hearing that he tried to beat this cancer, but it just wasn't happening for him. Okay, so time went on, and then here's the Magician in the reverse. So this shows that he wasn't able to manifest beating the cancer. In the upright, this shows that you can manifest anything. That's what the Magician's here for. And see, there's an infinity sign above it, so that represents that goes on forever and ever. And every sign is here. We got the Pentacles, the Cups, the Sword, and the Wand. So every sign is here. And he tried very hard to manifest getting better, because he really and truly, he didn't want to go. He wanted to live on forever, actually, is what I'm hearing. But in the reverse, he wasn't able to manifest it. It just, the getting better did not come. It didn't come for him. The cancer was too much for him. In the reverse, I see that his health didn't reach its full potential. It couldn't get better. It didn't reach its full potential because the disease was just not going to let go. Okay, so that's what he wants you to know. So then his death came. His death came because here we show the angel waking up someone literally from a coffin. So this is the awakening card. This is the great aha card. So I see that he realized that he knew that he wasn't going to make it, and he had to let go of the former life that he had, the body, and he pretty much towards the end wants you to know that he accepted what was going to happen to him. He accepted his death. He knew that he was going to die, and he had an awakening because he knew that he had lived a good life. He wants everyone to know, again, I keep hearing that. He had lived a good life. He wanted everyone to know that, and that it was time for him to go. So he pretty much accepted. He was like, It was a great aha moment. Okay, I got this now. I got it. This is what he was saying. I got it. I can do this. So you know, his angels came for him and they transitioned him into the next phase of life, which is heaven, you know, which is when we go cross over to the other side. Okay, so here we have the end, the Ten of Swords, which is the end of a karmic cycle. So in the end, he finished out his life cycle here. So this is what this card represents. It means the end of a karmic cycle. That his life had no more energy left in it. There was no more to live. His days were numbered, and his life came to an end. And this is basically what the Ten of Swords represents: an ending. Okay, end of a karmic cycle, meaning he lived the days he was supposed to. He did what he had to do here, and then the cycle ended. There was no more life left in it. So he let go and ascended into the next phase of his life, which is going to heaven. Okay, so he does want everyone to know that he's not suffering now. He's in a very, very good place. The only suffering that he did, I'm hearing, was when he had the bone cancer. You know, he did have pain, and, you know, it wasn't comfortable. Some of the things they did to him while he was at the hospital and stuff was not comfortable to him. But he did not suffer long, is what I'm hearing. He wants everyone to know that he did not suffer that long like most people think. He wants everyone to know that he chose to go, that he has accepted his end of his life here, and he chose to ascend and go on to the next phase of life. He doesn't regret anything that he's done. He's proud of everything that he's done in his lifetime, and he doesn't want to be forgotten. He wants to be remembered for I'm hearing the word electrifying musician that he was, is what I'm hearing. He wants to use the word electrifying. He was an electrifying musician, and he wants to always be remembered for that. Okay, so I'm going to cut it short here. There's not really a whole lot of messages that he wants to give. I am hearing that he wants to let everybody know that he is okay, and he's going to be okay. He's gone on to the next phase of being a king. He was a king here, the king of electrifying music, and he's gone on to the next phase of being a king up there. All right, so that's the end of this reading here. Y'all, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Please be respectful of the comments, because this man has passed away, and you do know he has family. They're probably grieving. So let's be respectful in the comments. If you want a personal reading, don't forget to contact me with the information down below, and I'll get back at you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.